Her career has seen her smash glass ceilings in classical music, first at the prestigious Bayreuth Festival and now at Bologna's Teatro Comunale. Oksana Lyniv is the first female director of an Italian opera house, and the Ukrainian conductor joins us now to talk about taking on that role and much more. Oksana, thanks for being with us. Now,
thank you very much.
As a conductor, you've embraced your public platform, wearing your country's colours, a blue and yellow sash, while at the podium, and you've participated in special solidarity concerts since the Russian invasion of Ukraine earlier this year. Observing this war from afar, how has it changed your focus as a musician and as a Ukrainian?
Now it's for me even more important to present my country on the international level, to do a lot of projects to spread the information about Ukrainian culture, because we are a beautiful country with European background. And I think in the moment where we need the solidarity from whole world is even more important to present in best way the Ukrainian culture and country.
Now, I believe you come from a musical family, the third generation at least. Have your family remained in Ukraine, and how are they managing to pursue their art? Are they managing to do music?
All members from my family are in Ukraine. My parents are from West Ukraine, a small town Brody near Lviv, and the family of my husband are from Odessa. Of course, it's a dangerous situation. We are worrying about our families every year, every day, but they are also very active. So my brother is helping for local troops and to defend. And my parents are caring about 5 families from Kherson. We have guest families with small children, and my parents are caring about this. And also in my apartment in Lviv, I have also 2 families from Kharkiv, also with small babies.
We are seeing this huge humanitarian mobilization, of course, in Ukraine. And many Ukrainian artists have embraced their work, like yourself. And another important question is ensuring that the next generation of artists don't have their dreams and ambitions curtailed by this conflict. That's something that you, Oksana, are very committed to. Here you are directing the Youth Symphony Orchestra of Ukraine at a recent concert in Berlin. Now, Oksana, as we can see there, you've been working with classical music partners from various European countries to keep these youth initiatives going. Can you tell us a bit more about those projects and how you're involved?
You know, when I'm hearing this music, I become tears in my eyes, because it's very moving for me, because on the beginning of Russian invasion to Ukraine, it was a big drama. What will happen with young musicians of Ukraine, because absolutely they lost any perspectives for their professional development. And so on the beginning of March, we started a big program together with our partner, Slovenian Youth Orchestra. This program named Music for Future, to try to evacuate such many how possible young musicians and to bring them in safe situation and to give the opportunity to continue to make music. This summer we did a great European tour. We participated on more than 10 big European festivals, also in Young Euro Classic in Berlin, which you watched now, but also by Beethoven Festival Bonn, Bach Festival in Leipzig, Munich Opera Festival, Bavarian State Opera House, Lucerne Festival. And it was a great opportunity for young musicians to become a professional musician. Now I'm very happy that many of them are start to study now in European music academies.
It is a crucial way to ensure that those young musicians will be following in your footsteps in the future. Now, Coming back to your career, earlier this year you worked with Chinese artist Ai Weiwei on a production of Puccini's Turandot at the Opera di Roma. What was it like collaborating with somebody who comes from a very different background? He's a relative newcomer to opera.
No, with Ai Weiwei, we understood us from the first moment we met us, because real art and real humanity and real some deep person. We have not any national borders, or we have no any geographical or age difference. You don't feel this. From the first moment we understood us, and it was a great project to work together in Rome. Yes, because Ai Weiwei also in his genre, in his direction, he put a very important message for our humanity and for our future.
Indeed, Ai Weiwei has a very political way of approaching things. In that version of the opera, how do you think the themes in Turandot resonate with current events?
Yes, of course. Also in the video, which you saw together with music, he showed a lot of problems of our society from 20th century, also refugees, also different wars, also different situation with, different social problems, and all these messages connected to us, to modern people. And I think this is very important thing what theater have always take care about.
Well, another woman at the Conductor's podium has been the toast of this year's Venice Film Festival, although she is fictional. Kate Blanchett plays Lydia Tarr, the first woman to head up a German orchestra and an intimidating force in both her personal and professional lives. Let's get a glimpse of director Todd Field's portrait of that maestro. This is Tarr.
Time is the thing. Time is the essential piece of interpretation. You cannot start without me. I start the clock. However, unlike a clock, sometimes my second hand stops, which means time stops. The reality is that it's not until I once again decide to raise that hand that time is allowed to continue marching along her very merry way.
Now, Oksana, in that film, we see a conductor who's authoritative, but to the point of being aggressive. She's embracing her inner dictator. Do you think that there is some truth in that you have to impose yourself in a very strong way, in a very firm way, as the leader of an orchestra?
Yes, of course. Even now in 21st century, conducting as profession is more dominated by male conductors, and for every woman who is starting to take a path in this profession, the expectation of public, of orchestra management, of orchestra member is much higher than to a male conductor. So I think that it's really important to understand that to change to change the world, to change the tradition, this tradition, we need to be really strong.
Now we're going to wrap up the show with another musical project of yours. It's a non-profit festival called Mozart for Solidarity, and its focus is not the infamous Wolfgang Amadeus, but his son, Franz Xavier. Tell us a bit more about why you're spearheading that initiative.
2017, I founded in Lviv, in Ukraine, the Lviv Mozart Festival. This was my own initiative based on fantastic historical fact that the youngest son of Mozart, Franz Xaver Mozart, lived and worked in Ukraine, in Galician region for 30 years. But this information is not really well known in the world, even in musical cycles. So it was very nice moment for me to start to ground this festival. And I also contacted Mozarteum in Salzburg. This is the main institution, Mozarteum Foundation, main institution for Mozart in the world. And we started to build like a bridge, cultural bridge, international bridge from Ukraine to big European musical tradition. But this year, because of war, of course, this is not possible to do a real big festival, big event. And so I thought it will be a wonderful idea to bring rare repertoire, which we have discovered during our research, to bring this repertoire to Austria and to perform and to record this with authentic Mozart's instruments, for example, like Costa Violine, Mozart, or authentic Mozart Hammerklavier. But all works which we performed in this film were composed in
Another
Lviv.
great example of European artistic cooperation. Oksana, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll leave you with a clip of some of that music on offer at the festival Live Mozart, which you can also explore on its YouTube channel. Do remember you can get more arts and culture on our website. We're on social media too. There's more news coming up on France 24 just after this.